Hello everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost. We are here for craft chat and other fun things today with our paper. We're not performing surgery, but I do have gloves on because it is going to get messy. And let's just say I did it last night and it was messy. But I'm going to answer some of your crafty questions from the Paper Outpost and we're going to play with some paper. Hey, how cool is that? Very easy technique. Let me show you what I was doing. It's not, again, rocket science, but I thought it'd be a fun thing to show while we're answering questions. So I just took a book. I took a book and I just went ahead and made some really super cool background pictures. And I just wanted to show you how I did this. It's very easy. It's very quick. And I probably, I just sat here like I don't know, I'm always thinking potato chips. Like I was eating potato chips, maybe an hour, and I did an entire novel. I just went through and had a lot of fun doing this, and I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks along the way. I have one that I had to absolutely do, which made a world of difference, and it saved a lot of my supply, so I want to show you that. But anyway, you can see there's lots of different colors in here, lots of fun. And this was made with only 3 stencils. I just played with the stencils. I figured I could pull out all my stencils, but that would just be a little overwhelming. So I thought, what can I do with 3? Since I do the 1, 2, 3, go challenge on Facebook, I'm giving myself a little, here's your 3 stencils, go have fun with it. Let's see how you can make them look all different. Pam challenge. So if you want to join me in that, feel free. These are just a lot of fun. What can these be used for? Background pages, collaging. You can make journal cards, journal tags, journal covers, you name it. Anything we can make from this beautiful paper. This is like making your own scrapbook paper. So if you have a novel maybe that you have gutted and you don't know what to do with, here you go. Here you go. Great idea, right? Okay. So let us answer okay, here, let's just do a question. So we're actually, doing craft chat here and not just running away with everything. Okay. Paper Hoarders Anonymous asks, love that name, by the way. How do you keep Sunny's eyes area so clean and free from staining? Sunny, would you like to show your eyes? Not right now, Mom. Okay. Okay, so very quickly, I wash his eyes every day to remove goobers and such. And I very gingerly, periodically trim around the eyes very carefully so as not to poke them in the eye, but keeping that hair down around the eyes reduces gunk and buildup, and washing the eyes every day is probably your best friend. Just get them used to it, give them a little treat after, and that's what works for us. So that's what I do. Okay, so I forgot the book. Hold on. Okay, so here's a book. Here's just a fiction book or something that I gutted, and I have the guts now, and are we recording? We're recording, right? Yes, okay. So let's just use this one. This one just happens to be, in case you want to know, about 8 by a little over 5, probably 5 1/4. Let me just shrink down a smidger so you can actually see what I'm doing. Oh, it's right on the border there. Let me move you up. Let's take me up. Okay, correct positioning is key for this. Okay, I'm trying to move my book with my fingers on it. There we go. I think we're good. Okay. This is a very easy procedure. Okay, let me introduce you to the 3 stencils I'm going to be using. I'm going to use 3 different ones since I already used the other ones before. My old best buddy tree branch stencil or tree stencil. This one is available in my Amazon shop if you're looking for it. A lot of people like this one. It's a little expensive, but I use it a lot, and that's kind of my barometer. If I find I use it a lot, then it's worth it. But otherwise, I look for El Cheapo stencils. This one, maybe you can see that. It's probably better if I put a dark background. But anyway, it's got some words, got a key, it's got some design. It doesn't really matter what you use because you're not necessarily dependent on the design. We're going for Impressionism here, people, okay? We're just saying, we're going for Impressionism and not exactness. Cover your work area. Get that shower curtain out. Get that old plastic painter's whatever. Cover the whole thing because it's going to get messy. All right, so basically, remember how I was just taking regular copy paper and spritzing color, or actually, copy paper, here, let me just, copy paper, stencil, spritz color, put another piece of copy paper on top to absorb what's on top of the stencil, and then you get a 2-for-1 special. Okay, well this is the exact same concept. but we're just going to do it, and it's in the book. That way they stay all together. They're collected. Isn't that nice? And same concept. So let me just show you. It's very easy. Okay. Well, let's just start with this one. Okay. And what I'm using are Distress Spray Stains. I don't know all the difference to these. I bought them all probably at different times. But I did have some trouble with some of them because they were clogging. Mine are very old. But I ended up doing something, so I'll show you. Okay, I don't care if I get stuff on everything. Okay. What color? I don't know. Peacock Feather. There you go. All right, just, I'm going to do, that was like this area. Now this is a metallic. Oh, this comes out thicker. Watch out for that. And then just maybe a contrasting color, or you could do similar colors. Totally up to you. You can put as much or as little as you want on, and then you just close the book. Close the book, and you can already see it. You don't have to wait forever. It happens really fast. Look how pretty, right? Look how pretty. And you've got extra on here. If you want, you don't have to do this here. Actually, I do it on the next page. To move forward through the book quickly, I'll take this and moosh it on there. This is much easier with gloves. Why didn't I do this yesterday? My hands are so stained right now, I don't even want to talk about it. I would put lotion or something on your hands if you're not going to use gloves, just a tip. So there we go. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, next question. Jenny Del Gizzi asks, I took your coffee. If you can tell me, where are my scissors? Oh, that's so funny. She's referring to my easy ideas for altered paper clips and triple thick. Yes. I have a craft table gremlins, and they move things. So apparently Jenny was in on it, and she was moving my stuff when I wasn't looking. I'm not giving you back your scissors, Jenny. There you go. Okay, go. This is the angle. And I'm just going this way. You don't always have to use a metallic, but if you do, notice I transferred this into here because my metallic, you can hear that? There's a little metal ball in there. It was in one of these, but it got clogged, so I moved to higher ground. Did I spray it? No. Okay. Get a little metallic just for fun. The metallic's really pretty. Okay, just so that looks crazy, doesn't it? But when you fold it and you absorb it really fast, you don't have to think about it, just do. Okay. Look, you got pretty stuff. And then it's kind of happening quickly. So, and when you're not yapping nonstop like I am, it actually happens really fast. And you can take the remainder of whatever soppy stuff is still on here, and it's okay if there's mixtures of colors because that's to your advantage. That's right. And this way you get both sides of your paper covered. Let's answer another question. Oh, we've had Junk Trunk Treasures asks, where did you get your craft mat and what size and name brand? Okay, I think I have it linked in my Amazon shop. I have several craft mats, so I'm not quite sure. Probably the top one you're referring to. I think it's an Arteza. Of course, it's covered with everything right now. It's an A2. It's 60 by 45 centimeters, and it says A2 on it. I'm looking at the edge. I've got like a Tim Holtz glass mat over here. I can't see the thing. Next time I clean off my desk, I will make note of it and let you know, because I have had several questions about that. Let's move on to a different stencil, because we're just feeling wild and crazy here. Put this one down and just pick a different color. Okay, spray stain. Here we go. This is what color? Forest moss. Okay. Just do the bottom. Maybe I'll do the bottom and then the top, a different color. And you can do them all one color. It doesn't have to be 75 colors. I just have it here. So, okay, so here's another metallic. It's probably got a lot of mica in it, but it's really pretty when you use it on there. And if you don't have fancy metallic stuff, you can take mica makeup and put it in a little spritzer bottle and add a little water, maybe just a dash of alcohol, and shake it up really well. You don't want any particulate matter because that's just going to jam the spritzer. It's going to jam your spritzer. You don't want that. Oh, isn't that cool? That's really pretty. Okay, a little more there, something. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, so if any excess, you can just kind of dab it on here. Just get it on there. It's all good. You can't mess this up. It's just plain fun. Move my little overspray thing. Okay, next question. We have Lanny J and Company. She asks, hi there, I love your videos. Your fun and free spirit is contagious. Question for you, what's your advice on how to break away from perfectionism and being matchy-matchy work in junk journaling? Of course, we should create with reckless abandon, but it's easier said than done when you have a type A personality. I understand completely. And I would say if you're trying to train yourself to think outside of your own box, do small manageable bites. Like first you're gonna be crafting, and then all of a sudden you're gonna notice I'm going matchy matchy. And at that moment, give yourself permission to break away from your own pattern and just say, okay, if I wasn't going to do that, what else could I do? And give yourself the permission to try it. And tell yourself it's only paper. And just, you know, it's really just a matter of releasing the chain around your neck, because it's a self-imposed chain. You're absolutely right. And there's fun on the other side. Now, there's great fun in making something beautiful and meticulous and matchy-matchy. Matchy-matchy is just a style. That's all it is. So you're asking yourself, can I try a different style? Am I willing to take myself there? Am I willing to go there? Why not? Why give it a try? Like say, okay, Saturday, no matchy-matchy. Whatever I'm doing, no matchy-matchy. I'm just going to do stuff that is different from what I normally do. Maybe I'm going to watch some videos for people who are completely not matchy-matchy and see if I can get inspired by them. Okay. You're asking what color this is? Victorian velvet. That was some blue. I don't know. I've got 17 blues. They all kind of, you know, the blues, bluey greens, blue this and blue that. Just get a blue and you'll be fine. You don't need 75 blues. See, isn't that pretty? I mean, that's just like ready to go. And my little book, the one that I made last night, is almost dry. And what I did was I opened it up to a really wet area, and then I came along this morning and I just moved it, and maybe like every few hours just keep moving where it's going to dry, but it's almost completely dry. There's a lot of airflow going through there. You could probably put it outside, it would dry faster. But if you have not done this ever, I don't think I invented this technique. I'm sure it was around long before I came along. Give it a go, because this is a great way to get some really fun background pages that you made. And you're putting your book guts to good use. You know what I mean? That feels good. Maybe sometimes you don't know what to do with a book gut. Here I am, I've got a book gut and I don't know what to do. What should I do? This is what you do. At least in, you know, one idea of what you can do. We got lots of ideas. That's okay. Oh, isn't that pretty? This is like a nice, and the color combinations that come out, they're just so unexpected, and you really can't do a bad one. I'm telling you, they all just come out amazing, and you use up the supplies that you have. Boy, I've had these Distress ink things forever, and I don't use them enough. Why? Because it's a messy ordeal. So you got to kind of set it up for a night that you know you're not going to be overwhelmed. There's not a lot going on. You're not going to have a lot of interruptions. Yeah, right. When does that happen, right? But you just have some fun. And you just say, you know what, everybody go away. I am playing with my sprays and my stencils and my book guts tonight. I don't want to be bothered. I love you all, but this makes me a happy person, and I need this for my sanity. So you go and you feel good about it, and then you just do it. Yeah. And that's how it happens. And you get through a whole book before you know it. Let's, are we still recording? Okay. Next question. Deanna Parata says, what kind of a machine do you use to sew on the paper? I use a Brother Project 1 Runway limited edition CE1125, P as in Peter, R as in Robert, W. Now, do you need that one? No, not at all. I think probably most machines will sew on paper. If you're new to sewing, you don't need it. You do not need an expensive machine to sew on paper. Any sewing machine will sew on paper. How thick the paper is and that kind of thing, the cheaper the machine, the less strength it has, you're going to sew through one sheet. The stronger the machine, you can sew through multiple sheets. It also depends on your needle type. I use a regular universal needle. I have used denim needles and leather needles in the past, all with great success. But this Project Runway one is just I got it at Walmart. It was not expensive. I think about 150, 180 bucks, but you can buy them. I have seen sewing machines again now for sale in Goodwill, and they're even come down in price. They're $14.99 now. They used to be 20 bucks. I don't know. The only thing that has come down at all in this day and age were the sewing machines at Goodwill. So they have reappeared. Apparently people are letting them go again. Maybe everybody was using them during the times, but now I think things are they must be getting rid of them again for some reason, because there were probably maybe 3 or 4 in there, and there's a little sign that said they've all been tested. So what I would recommend is, if you don't have to have My Brown, just go Google or YouTube how to sew with this sewing machine, how to set up the bobbin, how to thread the machine, then learn how to run a basic stitch, then learn how to do a zigzag stitch. And that's pretty much, you know, if you get that far, you're like home. You're like bread and butter. That's all you really need in life. If you want to go further, you can. There's a lot of fancy stitches. There's a lot of things you can do. Sewing adds a nice security blanket to your journals, meaning it's very easy to seal edges together, so you don't have to fuss with glue and stuff. So once with your initial investment in the sewing machine, after that it's only thread and a little bit of maintenance here and there, but that's actually a lot less expensive than Fabrifix glue over time. So just saying, you know, and a sewing machine is merely a tool. That is all it is a tool. And if you can work a crocodile 2 big bite, I know it's not always that easy, but if you can work a hammer, you can work a sewing machine. It's just a tool, and it's there for your pleasure as well. There you go. Okay. Oh, the other thing I want to show you, yes, very important. So I had some of these that got jammed, okay? Over there, nothing coming out. That happened with the ones in here. Is this one? No, that one works. Is it this one? No, that one definitely works. I thought I quarantined the ones who are not working. You definitely work. I know I saw you work. What about you? Do you work? Oh, now you're all working. Great. Just go prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Okay, they're all working. Well, some of the ones apparently that I made are not working. Oh no, this one, not working. Nothing, got nothing here. So what you can do is you can take this and transfer it into, you buy some of these spritzer bottles. You can get these at craft shows. You can get them at craft stores and stuff like that, or buy them online. Transfer that. And I think that's probably even a little intense. I mean, I would totally be okay with adding some water and diluting the heck out of this down, but let's see how this totally solves the problem. And I probably have now, if I'm lucky, if there's no major chunks in here, get it going. Yeah, see, now I'm spritzing. Okay, another, I don't know, until it gets clogged again. So you can do the old trick of trying to put these upside down and clear them and wash them out very well and all that. You'll be there for 100 years. I would say just go buy some of these in a big bag and you can just transfer them quickly. When you find it gets stuck, that was bundled sage that got stuck. But I have had a bunch get stuck, and I stopped my little upset pant feet and all that, and I thought, this is silly. What can I do? And I remembered I did have a bunch of those. And yeah. So you can definitely, maybe just a light one here, not a lot. So you can make them look different. Oh, this is makeup, mica makeup put into the water with a little bit of alcohol. And this one has not, now this one comes out light, but it gives it a nice sparkly finish, which I could have put that on at the end, but no, I didn't. I put it on now. This one, this is mustard seed. Okay, next question, next question. MK says, Pam, shut the front door. These are too cute. She's referring to Tiny Junk Journals Made Easy, that video. How would you hang them on a spine dangle or, I don't know, a necklace? Thanks, my sister. Oh, that is MK. Okay, MK, that's a great question, actually. And I've got like a bunch of ways flopping around in my head, and I'm just going to ramble them off, but I think I'll show them on a video. That's a good idea, because those things are so darn cute, and they would look so cute on a spine dangle, right? But things that come to mind are jump rings, punching holes, winding with wire around the outside to actually hold it in a little wire cage, and then up, but then you want to look at it, so that might not work. You could bind it like around the spine and then make it like a jewelry at top on the end of that, and then hang it. You could hang it from, like you could use thread. You don't have to use wire. Let me think on that, and just I'll show a video maybe showing a bunch of ways to do that, because that's a good one. Okay, so now you're going to get some overspray, because a little overspray happens in everybody's life. So you can come along and you can just mop it up, and you just get that all with your book, and you are using every little drop of all that money that you spent on those inks. See, isn't it? I mean, even a mess is gorgeous on a book page. I don't know what it is. Book pages are just amazing. Oh, there's that stencil. I haven't used in a bit. Okay, so let me put this here. Let's see where we go with this one. Okay, let me try and use different colors here. Did I use that? Let me use this one. Okay, are you compliant? Let's see. Oh, you are. Look at you. Okay, we'll do a top half And we'll do a bottom half. We'll do you. Okay, this is the mica. We'll just see how that looks. It's like a light sparkle. Okay, and then we just close the book. That's really all there is to it. Don't you just want to do this? Just like go run around and grab that book that your significant other is reading. They'll never miss it. They won't. Okay, maybe ask. I know. All right, next question. What type of clear glue do you use on your paper envelopes? Okay, so it's an older video she's referring to. This is Dana Klein, and she is asking about the junk journal using up book pages, episode number 2, the tall currency envelopes for junk journals video. What a mouthful that is. What clear glue? Probably this. Probably Fabrifix clear silicone glue works great. Fabric to fabric, fabric to paper, paper to paper. I just like the glue. I'm not affiliated with them at all. But you could easily, with that, you could work with art glitter glue, which is that's not clear though. It's white. They might make a clear one. I don't know. But that one is a white glue. And you could use a glue stick. That would work very well. And I use this as my favorite glue stick. Not sponsored, just like the glue. Scotch Create glue stick. It's a permanent glue stick. It can work well for very light fabric projects too. Very, very light. Did you emphasize a very light? Very light. And I just like it. But glues are very personal, and I would say just go try a bunch. Go try a bunch. Buy like maybe 3 and play with them and see what you think, because we all have different needs, wants, and desires when it comes to the world of glue, because some of us don't like a smell, some of us like a fast grab, some of us like a slow grab. That sounds strange. Okay, next question, moving on. Pasted Pages asks, where do you find all those old ephemera pieces? Okay, well, that's a great question. You just start, and the place I started first was myself, looking in my old stuff from grandparents and family members and stuff like that. Then you hit up your family, then you hit up your friends. Once you've exhausted that, then you move on to external sources such as flea market, or then let's just go up the evolutionary scale of where to look and cost basis. The next least expensive place would be yard sales, garage sales, that type of thing. Then moving up to estate sales, consignment shops, antique malls, flea markets, eBay, online reseller places like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and there's a lot of others like Poshmark, Mercari, Ruby Lane. You can find old stuff as well. And auctions, go to auctions, buy big boxes of stuff, of old paper. And also when you make connections with people, let them know what you're looking for. Like I made a nice connection with a fella who now he helps me look for stuff. Basically he's a looker too, and if he finds stuff that he thinks I might like, he calls me and says, hey, I got this stuff and I thought of you. And sometimes I'll say, hey, that's awesome, or I'll say, hey, not interested, and he's totally okay with it, because I'm not his only person. He's got lots of people. And go on Facebook Marketplace, and you're going to find groups. Like there's what's it called, Backpackers Ephemera or something. There's like a bunch of like people who sell old photos, old papers, stuff like that. And sometimes it's hit or miss. Like I went to a vintage market in the St. Petersburg area last weekend, and that was fun. Okay, let's try this. This is Distress Paint. I had never had one of these before. This is in Worn Lipstick. I thought I'd try it. It's got a sponge tip. So I think it's a little more work because you got to daub. You know what I mean? And it's got to be working. It's got to be free flow and daub. And that's probably why I never bought another one, because the spritz works a lot faster than the daub. But sometimes you need the daub, and you can't spritz. Or you're in an area where you cannot spritz. Let's say you're working on your white couch and you don't want to spritz, right? What are you doing on the white couch? Get off the white couch. I actually had white couches before. That was insane. What was I thinking? And you know what happened? I said to myself, I'm never going to buy a white couch again. And what did I do? I went out and bought another white couch. I know. What is that? I don't know. So I don't have white couches anymore. No, I've learned my lesson. No. Okay. see how this goes through. Does it go through onto this side? We shall see. I forget already, but I knew it looked pretty cool in the one. Oh yeah, it does. See, you get nice pink, and there you go. It's just so pretty. I mean, can you see how pretty it is? It's like really pretty. And it doesn't even matter if they mush together when you flip it over, because it's all good, because it's Impressionism. That kind of blurred sort of looks like something, but you're not really committing. So the trick with this is to make them look different. They all look different even if you put your stencil in exactly the same spot. Move your stencil. Your stencil has 4 sides, and you can also put things on an angle. You're never stuck with how you put your stencil down. All right, what else? Another question. Mousy Deb asks, hi Mousy Deb. Good afternoon, Pam. You know these tiny things have a huge squee. I think she's meaning making a sound of joyful happiness. How adorable factor, right? Yes, I think so. Okay. Haven't tried making a multi-signature tiny before. The things you drive me to do. Adorable and cute and quite handy to have around for decorating, and also for great for using scraps. So she's talking about the tiny junk journals made easy. And you know, it's looking back, and I do see this not working very well. Did I transfer? I'm going to now transfer you to a better, nicely used. You're going to work much better in here. Just stop yipping and come over. So even if I splash it and splatter on my book page, it's okay, because I'm going to get rid of you completely. I don't want to deal with any clogged things. I mean, yes, free flowing, easy to work. Okay, now let me show you your brilliance. Oh, look at her, so misty happy. Perfect. There we go. There we go. All right, and now, see, I've already got a quarter of the book done. Look at that. It's just like sitting here with you guys making these. Are you doing this too? Do you have this stuff? So if you don't have the spray, see what you can make color out of. I mean, go play with your makeup, break it up, mix it in some water, and see if you can spritz it. Grab an old hairspray spritzer bottle, dump the hairspray, rinse out everything, make sure there's no hairspray left, and then try, you know, putting some old makeup in there and see what happens. It may clog. It may not, though, but make sure you know, get it diluted very well. Okay, so let's turn it. Okay. Actually, let's put you this way, and then we'll put a little, we'll start to combine. Yeah, why not? Why not? We can do this. We have our toys. So I'm actually trying to use this up, so you know what? So I can go buy some other ones. Yep, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I can convince myself that I'm already out of this. Look, I better go get more. No. Just use what you have. You got lots of stuff around. You don't need to. I know it happens. I know. I've seen you do it. Yeah, Sonny's literally right behind me on the chair. I'm sure he will have something to say, as long as I can pick him up. He has white fur, so I gotta assess this. Maybe when I take these off, everything will be okay. As long as I don't poke a hole, everything should be okay. Let's answer another question. Lorraine W asks, wouldn't those be cute as a necklace too? She's referring to the tiny junk journals. Okay, so apparently I'm gonna have to show how you can put these onto a tiny necklace, because I used to make jewelry years ago, so I should be able to figure this out. There may be a Dremel involved. There may not be. Probably you don't need a Dremel. Probably just like a hammer and a little nail or something. Poke it through. You got your hole. I'll play with that. There'll be some fun things to do with that. That'd be nice for gifting. Oh, that one came out really nice. I like that one. Nice colorage. Okay, this one's got a little dampness on it. And I think these little, like, I want to call them the afterburn glow. You get this imprinting around. You can see that really well. Can you see that? It's kind of cool. It's like a stencil of another type almost. I don't know how wet these are. Yeah, they still got some stuff on them. Get on there. Might as well use it up, right? You really, like I said, you can't go wrong. And now let's, where are we done with? Okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to absorb some of this, clean up my desk. All right, we'll do one more question. And I'll send you off on your merry way to make a big mess in your house. Okay. All right, so Rebecca Gable asks, who knew? Thank you for such a fun and easy video. She's talking about the Easy Fabric Envelopes video, no-sew technique for junk journals. Thank you, Rebecca. Okay, that was an easy one. She was just saying that. And then the age-old question I get, Little Tennessee Adventures asks, and you're always welcome to ask, what kind of birds do you have? I have an African gray. His name is Holly. He's a parrot, and he's about 16 years old, I think. And I have two lovebirds, Happy and Leonardo, and they're probably 10, I think, and they are awesome. They live in my kitchen. They have a lot to say. And there are some pictures of all of them in the community tab on my channel page if you want to take a picture of them. And I think Holly shows up in my dried flowers video. So if you search dried flowers, I think you'll find Holly and doing his mayhem. Yes, Holly and his mayhem. So there you go. Let's just take a quick back look at what we made. I just think these came out really pretty. Aren't they pretty? They're just so misty and mystical and magical. And I think I'm going to be doing a mystery book coming up at some point soon. So these would go perfectly in there. I'm telling you. No, so this paint stuff sticks a little. Okay? I probably wouldn't use this. So if you do this with paint, I don't know. Like if you're saying, Pam, I don't have all these fancy spritzy things, but I do have acrylic paint, or acrylic paint might have some stick. Just there, it's been said. Watercolor, you'd probably be fine. You could break up some old watercolor pieces and put them in a bottle and like shake it around so it's absolutely 100% dissolved, and then probably spritz some color there. You could probably use food color. You could probably take some old marker nibs and pull them out and put them in some solution with maybe a little bit of alcohol and water, and maybe you could spritz that. Or just see what you have. I mean, go out in your wherever you have, and root around in your, your extra, bottles of this, cans of that, and just, probably put on a respiratory mask and, a hazmat suit and, Playtex living gloves, and you'll be fine. You really will. So these are really pretty. I'm just thoroughly enjoying looking at these. I just find great peace looking at how a basic piece of paper can get so easily and quickly transformed into something. Can you see how I don't know if that picks up on the camera or not, but the metallic looks so cool. I wish I knew the name. I think one was antique bronze, sorry, and one was, what was the other name? One was bronze and one was brass. But this looks copper and this looks like yellow mustard, but they look really cool when you spritz them on here. I also played with some silver. There was some where's the silver? Is that it? No. Yep. Brushed pewter. Yes. Okay, I'll show you what that looks like just before we go. Okay, so hey, don't forget June 2022 going on right now. All this month, a special on Fundles. You will automatically get a free 5-page printed out for you by me on a nice lightweight piece of cardstock DigiKit called Flowers Legends that will only be available for this special. It is not going to be individually for sale in my, we're going to have to move you, aren't we? In my Etsy shop. It's this month only. If you are interested in a FUNDLE, which is a collection, this is not working, so what are we going to do with you? We're going to transfer you into a little bottle. There you go. You had your day. You had your chance. Bye. Yeah, no, and it's not like I didn't work with it. It's been years. These things are like 7 years old. So these things, I think they last a long time. Okay, you want to get the little metallic ball if you're transferring with the metallic ones. Okay, that was called brushed pewter. Now we will see the glory of brushed pewter. Oh yes, look how we spray. Oh, that is just so pretty. Oh, I really like that. Okay. Okay, let's just see what that does. Now, sometimes you don't know. You don't know until you do it. And then you just got to do it and see what happens. Oh, look how Christmassy pretty that is. Okay, so we could have used a little more contrast underneath. Let's do another one. Let's put a basement membrane. No, basement membrane pen. Okay, let's put some blue down. Now let's put a little silver on top of that, and then maybe let's put I don't know, what's that? Dried marigold on top of that. See what that does. All right, see. Okay. Oh yeah, it's so cool. Oh yeah, so bye. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I don't know. I just love that. It is highly, I don't know. It's for me. Maybe that's how people feel about the ASMR stuff, the noise paper makes and stuff like that. It's just so rewarding. It's just like, oh yeah. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Everything else comes second in life now. Okay, here we go. Yep. Okay, so anyway, that's the special going on right now. You don't need any special code, nothing like that. It's in my Etsy shop. The link is down below. If you can't find it, just probably put the word FUNDLE in Etsy, and it might pull up my FUNDLE. Look for the Paper Outpost, and you should be able to find it. When you buy that, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to remind me. You don't have to say, hey, Pam, I just ordered. Don't forget to. No, I'll remember. I remember, actually, because I have a batch made, and they're already in there. Yeah, they're already in there, so it's okay. And what else? I have my videos come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. My podcasts come out Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you haven't joined my free monthly email newsletter, hey, what are you waiting for? You get a free digital image emailed to you every month, a note from the bookmaker, which explains what a junk journal is and how to use it, a checklist of supplies, junk journal tips, updates from me, peeks at new digikits, and more fun stuff coming. So just sign up. And I think there's some like little link in my videos around somewhere between the 9 and the 10-minute mark where there's a little link you can click on if you can't see the description drop-down box below your video because you were looking on a phone or you can't find where it is and that kind of stuff. If you click on that, sorry Roku people, I don't know how to help with that. You click on that, that'll take you right to the sign up page for the newsletter. Okay, so for Roku people or people that are watching on their TV and they don't know how to find it, if you go to Instagram and you click on my bio, which has this Linktree link. I know this all sounds complicated, but basically that's a place where I can store all my links to all my stuff that you might want to find. So if you go to the Paper Outpost Instagram page and you click on my bio, it'll show you the Linktree links. Look for the one that says newsletter. Click on that and that will take you to the page to sign up. So maybe you can do that on your phone. Roku people. Okay, I'm just thinking. All right. What else? I have, I told you, Amazon shop. If you're looking for favorite tools and supplies that you see me use here, I'm going to have a link for them likely on there. I try to link as many things that I use on there as possible. It is an affiliate link, so it does help my channel survive. But you do not pay more for the items because you use my link. So there you go. So thank you everybody who has used those links. That certainly helps me be able to do this. I truly appreciate that. Thank you. I also have a merchandise shop. If you like the phrase create with reckless abandon and you would like to give yourself or a friend a special gift of a t-shirt or a mug or a sweatshirt or a zipped hoodie or something like that, I got you covered down below in the drop down description box. And you can find me on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Facebook group. I'm absolutely in love with these. I can't stop looking at them. I just want to make these all day. Yeah, maybe I'm going to make these all day. I've got quite a few book guts that I could do this with. These are so pretty. I just love these. Maybe I'll start putting some of these in my FUNDLEs because I don't know if I could ever use all these, but I love these. We'll see. Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook group. Remember, most of all, that Mr. Sunshine has something to say. It better be good, Cindy, because I'm taking off the gloves and my hands are clean. They're clean. Well, they're still a little dirty from last night, but not bad. Sunbun, do you want to come forth? Yes, I would like to come forth. Okay, I'm coming. Well, pick me up. Mom, just get me. Okay, alrighty, she's got me. Here I come. I'm being rotated over, and now I'm on my back. Okay, here I am. Hello, everybody. It's Sunshine. I just want to say a quick hi and let you know that I was on Puppy Patrol this morning. That's right. I do Puppy Patrol. And that's when I go out into the lanai. That's a screened porch in the back. And I walk around and I check for lizards. Yes, we have Florida. I'm falling asleep with my own story here. Okay. Snack? You want a snack? Oh, yeah, I'm awake now. Okay, so I was patrolling for lizards, and I found some. That's what I like to say. I found some. Yep, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much our morning. Sitting out on the lanai, and he goes on his little puppy patrol in the screened lanai area. There you go, folks. Big hugs from all of us to all of you. Thank you very much for everybody who has purchased a FUNDLE through the special, and anybody who has purchased anything, thank you very much. That truly helps. And we have many more amazing and fun ideas coming your way soon, so stay tuned. Have a blast. Happy crafting. Talk to you next time. Bye.